full send.
Okay, no, even better. Here we go. So full send is up a game here against Fearless Fowls. Love that name, by the way. And full send, as we mentioned, we talked to them a little bit. We talked about them a little bit before.
5 fluffy tails. I don't have it on screen. I'm sorry. Okay, I just have to be said. Full Send is playing 5 fluffy tails. Every single member of their team currently has fluffy tail equipped.
Love it. Love it. Snow Points, Bloodline, Celestial, Otter, and Bolby. Look at Bolby going on the 0 Aura. That's a pick we've actually seen out of them before, and I'm excited to see it again. They are having some fun today, and you love to see it. Full Send, not allergic to trying something good. They're playing against Fowl. What is it? Fearless Fowl.
All right,
Fearless
Fowl it is.
Fowl. Yeah, Fowl works. Yeah, go with that. Go with that. Go with that. Look at God, I love a 0 Aura lane. Are you kidding me? Let's go.
Yeah.
Come on. Look where that. Look where the score bunny is working through. They don't care about type advantage. They know they got their Machop there. They're good to go.
They are good to go. Okay, let's see. Why don't we jump over, take a look, a little bit of chickbait here. I believe this is game 1. I don't know for sure, by the way. If anybody knows that this is game 2 or something, please let me know. But it is game 2? Okay, so full send's up by 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, that makes a little more sense. Okay, great.
Chicken fit. I love that. Chicken fit. Pushing back with Oink and Mercury working forward. Was Oink the one in their jungle? Is that what we were seeing here out of Oink?
I believe so. Yeah, there's no other way they get to level 5, and they have both buffs. So yes, Oink is going to be the jungle player for the side of Fowl. Doing a decent amount of damage out here already, pushing the enemy team all the way back to their berries, gonna net themselves bees, and unless they can't burst it down quite in time, Celestial on the Blastoise is gonna be able to find some extra value here.
Mercury goes down to Bolby, the 0 Aura in that top path, along with Celestial. They do some good work there, and that Ninetales, although over level, doing some good damage as that central area player, not really able to pick it up. Look how far forward Full Send is. The fluffy tail strategy for Full Send.
Yeah, Snow Points with a little bit of the jungle invade. Hoopa is doing quite a good job just rushing down this poor score bunny at level 3, finding so much damage and sustain in that jungle. Gonna be leveling up quite a bit. Bolby, by the way, a very, very solid on the Electric Kitty. Is very strong at this. Also, doobsnax, I think it is worth mentioning this 5 fluffy tail composition may be in response to this team did beat Blossom out in the losers round, and there were some choice words said between these two teams, and the biggest thing was that the Blossom counterparts who did lose that game thought that the Full Send side was what they call a flippy team. Was not skilled, but was just flipping every objective. So I believe the 5 fluffy tails may be a response to that call out.
Well, fair enough. I'm not even going to touch that one with a 10-foot pole. Here we go. Foul over the bees. We're working through. We've got a classic 4-on-3 here. 4-on-4, excuse me. But now it's a 4-on-3 as the Duraludon finds a KO, and they're moving forward. And look at how far forward Celestial is. Just no fear in that War Turtle. Saying, I'm all about war. It's in my name. Bring me that action dog. Here we go. Bloodline moving forward as well, as Otter's just trying to see who they can isolate out and pick off next, as that just sentient asthma inhaler is trying to take these teams down and give Full Send a breath of fresh air.
Every time the Fridge gets an auto attack in on the other side, they're going to add up one more Dragon Pulse stack too. So you're always going to want to see them just throwing in a little bit of extra chip damage, even if they don't get much value. Celestial with a huge Unite move, trying to find the KO, close the gap here on Hiebert. Wow, Bloodline with the Unite move at maximum range, throws their body all the way to Celestial, try to keep them up. But nice 40-point dunk in from Celestial, leaving that top tier goal zone at only 5 points remaining.
Yeah, that's exactly where they want it. That sets it up for a big overdunk here. And the Rapid Spin just coming through and able to take down the Raboot. We're used to seeing Cinderace in the central area, but that's a laning Raboot, and it doesn't look too awesome there, as it was a little low on HP, and that Rapid Spin seals the job up. Blissey on the chase here, with Jimper chasing in as well. And here comes the Machamp trying to get some points, and bang, right in your face. Are we going to see a little Unite move? We are. Here we go. Throwing fists like Ip Man is Chicken Fit, just trying to chase him up the path here. Another try to get more points, and if they have them, do they have them? No. Everybody's sitting a goose egg, and that's a Blissey saying, yeah, I wish I had more eggs to put in, but I got nothing, sir. Trying to rack them up here with the bees. Good experience there, and a nice little push by Fowl.
Despite this game's experience being such a landslide for the side of Full Send, the points are not terribly different in this game. 5 minutes left is a long time, though, in the game of Pokemon Unite. I think we could see some real shakeups going on in this. A nice Unite move out of Bulby, though. Gets a lot of splash damage completely around to all the enemy teams. Finds a KO streak at 2-1 of the Ninetales. The Machamp may be a tougher one to take down, but they're going to try all the same.
Yeah, the 2-on-1 advantage that they've got there paying dividends as they're able to get that third KO. Duraludon gets the Blissey. So that's 4 members on the squad we just saw go down in about 20 seconds. And that's a good response on that bottom path push by Fowl from Full Send, saying, look, we can do that too. Let's go. Unite move coming out from Snow Points, and that Cinderace just a laser beam to the back, a Moonraker laser, if you will, as the Hoopa and every company are just mowing through this Dreadnought. Fowl without a chance.
Yeah, no kidding. Absolutely demolished. We've seen a lot of jungle invades in this game so far. Why not another one? This time from the side of Fowl. Oink on the Alolan Ninetales is going to try their hand at the jungle invade, stealing every little bit of farm they can from Celestial, and the water spout takes it. What a bummer. Celestial swoops in, steals the farm, steals the KO. No invading on Celestial's watch.
Yeah, that's a 4-level disparity there. That's just tough to overcome on any planet. As this, I love that the Cowboy Zeraora has a wanted poster that pops up every time they get a KO. That's just a nasty little visual effect coming through. What is this Ninetales doing? You can't just yeet yourself into 3 players. They use their Unite move right in the face here, but their Buddy Berry is getting eviscerated as Oink is not long for this world on the pad, as Otter is the one that gets the credit for that KO. Jimper getting worked through. Please don't go down. Is that going to be KO from the Blastoise? It is. And now Artseps is, I'm a Blissey. What am I going to do here? It's a Zeraora and a Blastoise. Where's my team? I'm trying to throw some support around, but I got nobody to support. Peels down bottom path and lets that one go. Bulby getting back into the OK Corral and heading home.
Exactly. This is Qualifier Saturday, everybody. We're getting a lot of fun throughout this tournament. Yeah, we're seeing some good... Bloodline not using their equipped Fluffy Tail there for that B. Interesting, Bloodline. Well, let's jump on over to Snow Point, see how this middle lane's going. Otter taking a lot of damage from this Machamp. Machamp 2 levels down, but is always going to be a contender, especially with one of the strongest Unite moves in the game.
They're working through and they're doing pretty good, you know, using that distance that their characters afford them to really keep Fowl from touching them in a very impactful way here. Otter, though, getting into the mix and able to get a KO streak of 2, and Jimper's the next one on the chopping block as Otter and Snow Points look like they want to go on the chase here. Otter peeling back saying, maybe I'll just get the bees. Maybe.
Yeah, wants to be that level 14, I suppose. Can't let Celestial have all of the fun completely. Heavy Metal gonna be used up, blocked by Dreadnought, not getting bounced up into the air thanks to the Frigis passive. Gonna be very, very strong for Duraludon.
I mean, we have 20 seconds till Zapdos. Fowl, literally, we saw them cheat onto the screen and then immediately run away like, no. And Fowl, poor Fowl, is going down so close to Zapdos. Their respawn timers, fortunately, aren't that high, so they're able to get back into the action. The Unite move by Snow Points is going to put this pressure on as they're on the chase. KO streak of 2 for the Blissey. Let's go. Egg Bomb, what? I'll just use just those E-Honda slaps as we're going through. And now 3 players down for Fowl, and they're just sieging the second goal zone here. Going to rain in points, and they're going to close it out in short order. At least I thought, but the Machamp jumps down and puts an end to that nonsense. The Zapdos gets absolutely just shocked into oblivion by Bulby as the whole squad pushes and those goal zones are open and Full Send. I'm thinking are going to close this one out and get themselves a 2-0 victory.
Full Send with a dominant performance. Obviously, the entire game, Bulby netting themselves up some even more KOs. A bit of a competition on the side of Full Send to see who can get the MVP award at the end of the game, given out by the actual in-game client. So we'll see what can happen. Huge levels and experience for this squad. Obviously, a 940 to 145 scoreline. Full Send is looking as strong as ever. Been a top 4 contender in tournaments past. In the qualifier, they are making sure that they can do the same in this upcoming Aeos Cup.
Yeah, Full Send, you really want to look at, you know, you say in theory with, you know, at the end with the double scores, there's always a chance, but that benchmark you really want to try and find is 500 because that's best case scenario. Everybody on your team has full pockets, double it, of course. That's 500 total across your team. And unfortunately, they're down by almost 800. So that makes it a little difficult to close that gap in the amount of time allotted, which is why we're saying we believe full send is going to take this one down.
Exactly. Yeah, there's this game definitely going in the favor of full send. 30 more seconds on the clock, but I think we all know what the intended scoreline's going to be here. Let's take a look, see if Hoopa can get their points in. Jumper going to be running it back, but Sham finds themselves a KO. Let's go. Let's jump on back there to this little bit of a team fight. Snowpoint's going to use their Unite move as well. Ooh, Machamp punches the wall. A little bit too much shadow boxing for the squad.
Yeah, too much monster energy, straight Chad move, backwards ball cap, throwing it right into the drywall on that one with the fists. Poor Machamp really wanted to find a home for that one and keep their KO streak rolling. Unfortunately, the Duraludon is the last one that draws some blood here on Aeos Island as they get the last KO streak at 2, and full send is moving forward.
Full send, again, a huge victory, 940 to 243. Let's take a quick little peep at the stats here.
Yeah, yes. let's show what Bulby's loadout is. Somebody in the chat is asking about
it. I can look at their moves. Unfortunately, I can't see their items that they have selected. But
yeah, but yes, 5 fluffy tails. You're seeing that correctly.
Yeah, yes, 5 fluffy tails. For fun gaming is kind of the name of the game on this side of the squad. But yeah, huge damage. Celestial, a jungle extraordinaire for sure. I think if you've been in the scene for a while, you already know them. Full send, an incredibly impactful team. Celestial is a huge part of that team's success, though. The jungle performances that player can make on anything, even the Blastoise, which seems to be kind of the flavor of the week, they can make that work too.
Yep, full send punching their ticket there in very convincing fashion. I'm rolling down. We have maybe Tasenda we can watch. Kakuna Matata, a team name we've been talking about quite a bit. I don't know if they've loaded up yet. I'm rolling back through. It looks like Sucker Bunch against Actual Trash. That doesn't look like it started.
Game at?
Where is ToS's game at? It's a great question.
You might have to refresh your bracket too. I have to refresh that page quite a bit before it updates.
It's they're 1-1 against Lunar here, so it seems like they might be going into their game 3.
We could jump into game 3 if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's bring some action. Let's bring some action for sure.
Okay, sounds good. I just want to make sure. Okay, that's not important. All right, let's jump into game 3. ToS versus who are they playing?
1 second, I had to send a message to my beautiful wife who asked me if she could bring me a beverage. So
no,
that's what we get to do in these casual streams here. We get to do that.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah.
So
Lunar,
I'm sorry.
Right?
Who did we jump into? I apologize.
ToS versus, I think you said Lunar.
Yes, that is correct.
LUNAR.
Yep, and this is game 3. So this is terms of Scolded. Sanji, a lot of names recognizable here, and this is really a team out to prove something here in this tournament specifically. They said if they don't make it to the Aeos Cup, they consider this an absolute failure, and being squared up 1-1 against Lunar here, they want to seal this up in a convincing fashion in the face of Lunar. Lunar not going to go away easy because they want to get a chance at that big prize pool at the start of May as well, and look at them working through. Lunar not looking too bad out here.
No, not at all. Some interesting looks for both of these teams. I think one that we can look at is Scolded on the jungle Venusaur might be an impact. However, the other side is going to be having a jungle Charizard followed up with a top lane Blastoise for Falcon. So definitely some interesting looks on both sides. Like I said, this meta is really yet to be solved. A lot of teams trying to find the value. Sanji trying to outlast hit Lunar, and they don't get it. Falcon able to outlast hit Sanji, gonna make this top lane just that much harder. However, we're about to head into first Bs. Sanji has priority positioning right now.
Yeah, you say the top laning Blastoise alone, that's kind of a unique selection. That's actually something we saw Gaming Gladiator trying out yesterday during the Unite series event sponsored by G4 there. So not something completely uncommon as the Squirtle gets the war total there after the evolution. This bottom path is going to be pushing Aquilo, a player that we've been hearing a lot from this terms of Scolded, saying that's an underrated player and we're excited to see what they can do. And look at that push with the 4 players really getting the positional advantage like you mentioned up top for Sanji. Great positional advantage there for terms of Scolded and able to get a lot of that middle farm there.
Another interesting choice here, Feppy on the Pollen Puff. So much heals on the side for terms of Scolded. They're going to have the Blissey heals as well as the Eldegoss. So Cotton Guard Pollen Puff is going to be giving so much recovery. This really seems like they're going to be investing all of their effort into keeping the Lucario and Venusaur alive for very, very long team fights. So going to be an interesting thing to see. Sanji in a 1v1 versus Falcon here seems to like they need to run back, especially a good heads-up play from Sanji, knowing that the jungler is just a short distance away.
Yeah, most importantly, though, Sanji able to close that experience gap. Very impressive there. And we do I love the little setup we have down here in this team. Datboy Muck, really interesting picking up the Hoopa, and it's just going to be good work for them here, and it's going to be a fun show because we've seen Datboy Muck on other things such as like Greninja, but now they're on this Hoopa, and that's going to be interesting. Look at these bees, good surfing by Savior trying to get them for the squad here, but that's a big pushback. Look at that, we're working through, we're pushing through, and who's going to be on the first on the chopping block? It's the Hoopa. It's the Hoopa. It's the Hoopa. ToS doing some great work, saying our terms of service are you battle on our stage here, and we taking the body, son. Go to bed. Hoopa sent back packing as the Dreadnoughts here, terms of Scolded, have the positional advantage.
Scolded having that level 9 evolution is going to be so massive, 2 levels above the enemy jungler, and now 4 is getting rushed down. CC stunlocked, able to make it back to the goal zone for a bit of health. However, Sanji's now on a tear with extreme speeds in the backline. Here we go, we're definitely going to see a first tier goal zone break. Not a massive overdunk, 116 to 53 is a scoreline, but Dreadnought is going to be given up for absolutely free.
Yep. Forcing Lunar to go up top, trying to focus on a different objective. And there we go. We have a Blastoise out of Falcon, which is step 1 for them, right? Now they're going to try and help their squad take over this game in that sense. But here we go. Sanji's not going to let this thing go for free. They're watching from a distance. A big Surf, Falcon, and EV working through. They're chipping in. The Rotom's getting leashed a little bit. Nobody's willing to close it out. And Sanji just biding time. Just biding time. Oh, they're sussed out. Great shock by the EV there as they're isolated out. But now the E-Speeds come through. That's a Unite move on Sanji and Feppy trying to support here. The Rotom's still getting chipped in by Savior, and that's another Unite move coming through by the Lucario Sanji to get that Buddy Berry, seal that Rotom, and now they're pushing KO Shrika 2 by the Venusaur, as now they're getting right in the face. Finally, we have a Charizard in the mix, trying to get in there and support the squad, but they get absolutely demolished off the back of E-Speed and Venusaur, and now Feppy, Aquilo, and Sanji are pushing, and that Blastoise does a little rapid spin, but that is the best they can do. ToS, again, letting them off the hook and pulling back.
Wow, ToS's team composition is so interesting for what it lets them get away with right now. So much healing. This Trick Shadow Ball also on Hoopa is going to be giving even more heals to the squad. Sanji can throw themselves all the way into the enemy backline, and they have so many resources available to them to make sure that they survive and keep up in the team fight constantly. Charizard would love to be able to shred through some weaker enemies, find some cheap ones, especially with the Unite move available to them, but they just can't find it when there's so much HP bar for them to burn down, pun intended.
There you go, the little chase on Falcon here, going to make sure that they can't get too froggy in the mix. Terms of service, terms of Scolded, putting on the map how they want to approach this one. Sanji using a little bit of Bone Rush, a little bit of E-Speed, and of course that's a rapid spin by the Blastoise, really just bubbling out the squad, and ToS just getting some good vision, trying to figure out where Lunar is, because they know Muck can pull him down whenever they want. Look at that, putting the ring right by the Dreadnought, and then going up for the engage to slow down Lunar from getting there, as you just see ToS melting that Dreadnought, and Lunar's not even going to have a chance at it because of Datboy Muck's play. They're working through, and the team fight is up. Of course, the level advantage is coming through here, as now all the Unite moves are flying. That's back-to-back Unite moves, and Charizard snatches the Venusaur up and working through, but Scolded getting caught. Here we go. We're still working. They're able to use their full heal to get back into the action, and Falcon goes down too. There's 3 players down for Lunar, and Savior's the last one standing here as they're trying to retreat. Is it going to be a fruitless endeavor? The slow smoke puts a kibosh to that, and ToS has got to be happy with how that went down despite not getting that last KO.
The heals. I can't stop talking about them, doobsnax. I'm so sorry for anyone joining who's so annoyed with me ranting about it, but just, they had to spend almost every single Unite move, and the only person they could burn down was Datboy Muck, who just, was giving out so much extra value, Hoopa teleport, everything, and now the side of Foul Lunar has to go back and farm. They can't contest this Rotom. They need to get these level scalings up as fast as they can. Their Blastoise is only level 10, and Sanji is currently sitting at 12. Not to mention a level 14 Venusaur is such a menace in these late game team fights. It's going to be nigh on impossible for them to find a chink in the armor, a pathway through. Basically any KOs they can find are going to be impossible tasks for them to get.
Yeah, I mean, that Venusaur, especially with that healing Eldegoss and the Blissey as well, is just, I mean, talk about get down, Mr. President. Holy smokes.
Except
I don't see a
everyone's
dinosaur...
the president.
Right. I don't see a dinosaur being extinct in this last fight. I think that Venusaur is about to do a lot of work. But Lunar has to get some experience of their own here, get their Unite moves up to really make a push. Look, they've won a game. They know what to do here. And we know what they need to do. Fill the pockets, show up with Unite moves, take a good team fight, and flip the script a little bit on ToS. And I think that's what they're looking to do.
I love the way you said that. I really do think that a flip situation could actually go in the favor of Lunar. We're taking a look at their squad right now. I'm seeing a lot of CC availability to them. We have the Slowbro Unite. We have the Charizard Suplex to the sky. We have Blastoise's gigantic amount of CC ability. If they can time those correctly, this Zapdos could go in their favor, but the other side is going to want a team fight.
Yeah, ToS real quick trying to find where they can take this engagement, and it's right up here, right outside of the Zap Pit. And there's the Hoopa engages. Vin just pushes forward, trying to open the gates for their squad to pull in, and here they come. Nobody's down yet. Nobody forced a Unite move out of ToS just yet, as Lunar now kind of backs off after the Hoopa Unite, and that's probably something they wish they had back here, as that was not a very coalesced effort, and now ToS is able to kind of pick and choose how they want to approach here, because they're not the ones with the huge HP chunks down. And look at that, has Feppy just been chipping in, getting the little shields on the squad, and there we go, they're using the Venusaur to charge in, the Unite moves are flying, they're putting the pressure on, and here we go, Charizard gets the Lucario down, good night, Scolded getting their receipts back on the Hoopa, and now KO Shrika 2 as they're working through that Petal Dance, that Giga Drain just putting in absolute mileage here, as the Eldegoss getting in on the action, taking down the Charizard, excuse me, Falcon getting pushed back, and that's been the anchor of the squad the whole game, but Scolded finished them up, already level 15, and now the whole squad has bit the bullet, and now Zapdos cannot be long for this world, as the Hoopa for Lunar is cheating in, and they're going to see if they can make a miracle play. Absolutely not, says ToS. Absolutely not, says ToS.
Eevee also going to try their best hero impression, throws in a move on the Zapdos, but deleted just a second too late. Great team fight there from ToS. And that's just what I was talking about. That is their win condition, right? They've won this entire early game. They have a huge level advantage. That's what they need to leverage near the end of the game, and that's absolutely what they were able to do. The Hoopa Unite move got used a little preemptively for sure, but I think they were expecting ToS to charge at them. So they wanted to use the Hoopa Unite, not only get that Buddy Barrier health out, but also have availability to the move of Hyperspace Fury, that giant CC attack. But since ToS was amazingly baited out that Unite move and then peeled back, said, no, well, we wasted that resource for you. We're just gonna wait and then come in a second time. Savior attempted to go up and try to get a back cap to bait out Sanji a little bit. It might have worked, however, by that it was a foregone conclusion. Every resource in the game got dumped into Scolded, and that Petal Dance Giga Drain just did absolute wonders.
Yeah, you have to give credit to ToS to not bite on that engagement there, and that just shows the composure that they're showing today. You know, they know what's on the line. This is very important to them, and whomever the calming presence was on those comms for that squad in that moment did a great job saying, no, this isn't our time. Like, they're baiting us in. Let's not fight on their terms. Let's fight on ours. Let's reel back. Let's get some position. And then they literally had Scolded grip and rip into the middle of that of that pack, catching Lunar a little bit off guard. I don't think they saw the engagement coming back that quickly after they didn't bite initially. And then it was just curtains, as poor Falcon was the last one on the retreat, and Scolded went ahead and took them down.
I was talking about the way back into the game for Lunar was going to be on the back of Falcon and Savior, finding some nice CC locks to make the Zapdos flip a little bit more available to them. However, Aquilo just putting a hard stop to that. Blissey Unite, Safeguard, making sure that if they ever wanted to do it, it was going to be at a heavy cost of that Unite move, probably at the cost of positioning, shutting that down. I think another stat line that we could take a look at is the competition between our three healers. Feppy with 48k damage healed. That is insane, even for an Eldegoss. Pollen Puff, and Cotton Guard putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, Pollen Puff, kind of the unsung hero of the Eldegoss kit here. And when it's focused on, I mean, it's one of those things, they're trying to get people off Leaf Tornado so much that they just kept buffing and buffing Pollen Puff, and Feppy finally saying, today's the day. Like, let's put some work in. Let's get it done. So there you go. Good for Team ToS. They keep their streak rolling here. As I just.